Hi, I'm JP from ClearComm, and today I'm excited to talk to you about the latest Arcadia R4 and 4.1 release. Now, since the Arcadia was introduced, it's been a powerhouse product, and now we're showing we still got some tricks up our sleeve. Specifically, we're going to be focusing on adding our IrisX panels, how they work, what they are, and how you can integrate it into your workflow. Let's dive in. Now, there's several different flavors of panels available: 12, 24, and 32, including lever, rotary, and push button. You also have the ability to easily communicate with talent using IFB. You can also communicate one-to-many with a forced listen using groups. Now, the IrisX panels are color-coded, allowing you to easily identify channels, party lines, point-to-point, and of course, IFBs. You have the ability to talk and listen to as many channels as you'd like. And it also includes an external audio in and out from the panel for additional headset connections or speakers. You also have an expanded GPIO with contact closures for use with items like two-way radios. Now, let's shift gears and talk about connectivity of the IrisX panels directly with Arcadia. To get started, you'll have to verify you have the latest IrisX firmware on the unit. Now, to access the firmware for both Arcadia and IrisX, you can select this link and it'll bring you over to the solution finder. And remember, the upgrade for the IrisX panel will be via USB. Now, to wrap things up, we're going to jump into the CCM of the Arcadia and set up the IrisX panel. As you can see, we're logged into the CCM of the Arcadia. You can verify the version number in the bottom left-hand corner. In the center of the screen, you see the HelixNet and IV panel directs that you've selected for this system. Now, in order to add a panel to the Arcadia, we're going to head over to Resources on the left-hand side, and now we can click Add Resource. You can now select a key panel, and here you're able to add a keyboard name, port type, and a username and password. Now, you will need a username, but a password is not required. Now, there's an important thing to remember. Some properties are associated with a port, and some are associated with the endpoint, or the connection once it's up and running. So if you select the IV ports, we'll see the Office panel that we just added, and it's also listed as an endpoint. Now let's select the Office panel under IV ports, and you'll see you have several network options. You can set network quality. Now, the IP port is hard-coded on the Arcadia as 6002, along with the ability to enable, disable, or completely remove this port. And under credentials, you have the ability to update the user ID and password. Now, let's select the Office panel under Endpoints. You can select if you'd like a fixed role and adjust your display settings. Now, we don't currently have the version listed because the panel isn't physically connected. But if we select an existing panel, you'll see that the version is automatically populated. You'll also see the role when the panel is connected. In this case, the Martin Desk panel is listed as the director. Now let's shift over to roles. Select the Configuration tab in the upper left-hand corner and adjust our roles. We can select Add Role, provide a name, and in this case, the V-Series panel is already highlighted on the right-hand side. So we're going to select the 12-key panel for our dressing room and hit Create. You can now go ahead and continue creating roles if need be. Once you've completed creating roles, you'll see them listed on the left-hand side. Now let's go ahead and select a role for the dressing room. We can begin populating the presets as we normally would. Now you see all your typical options, including talk, listen only, talk and listen, and more. In addition to the basic options you've seen before, you now can adjust the color. Each key can have its own dedicated color to help you easily identify each. Now, an important UI change, you'll see that you now have the capability to slide the role settings in and out. If we select the logic options, you can now set up your additional GPIOs. Let's take a look at the channel options. Now, both the channels and the groups tabs operate the same way you're familiar with. If we move over to status, we now have a table for the key panels. We can select each and get status on the right-hand side. Now, I want to thank you all for joining us. All of us here at ClearCom are very excited about the Arcadia R4 release and integration of the IrisX panels. To learn more and locate your nearby representative, visit clearcom.com. We'll see you next time.